So I was born prematurely and I got really sick, and so my mom was super mad and didn't know why the doctors couldn't figure it out. Well, when she was praying, a single ray of light fell upon my eyes and she noticed they were yellow. She found out that I had jaundice, and so she told the doctors, and then they were finally able to get me better. And about third grade, I was chasing my little brother up a slick slide, and I fell on my face and I chipped my tooth and it went into my lip, and so I had to have emergency surgery. And after that, there was this girl, and she told me how ugly I was and how I should never ever smile again. That was really, really rough, because as a little girl, you want to smile, you want to be able to laugh, and I couldn't do that kind of thing, and it was just really, really difficult. And so for about 3 years, I wouldn't smile, and all my pictures I would just kind of do. And the photographer would always say, "Show me teeth, show me a smile," and I refused to do it. Then in 7th grade, bullying got really bad again, and this girl told me how I was crazy and that I should just kind of give up on life. And I didn't know why she would tell me that kind of thing. I was only about 12. And then in 8th grade, it got even worse. And I remember going on a trip to Florida to visit my grandmother. And I was on a pier, and it was about 10 o'clock at night. And I was really mad at God, and I didn't understand why He would let me go through the things I was going through. Well, I just started praying, and I was like, I need an answer, I need a sign, I need something. And a single red flare shot up, and I just knew right then that God was real. So I really felt on fire for God at that age, but I never accepted Him into my heart. I didn't really know what to do or how to do it. And then I got into high school. High school was probably the roughest time for me when I was a freshman. When I was a freshman, I became friends with a group of girls who were very toxic. They talked awful about me. They would, just be awful, and it was a really, really bad situation. Also, in that time in my life, I was told that I should go kill myself, and that just really made me not want to be here anymore. And having to deal with that was just something I would never wish upon anybody. I think when people say that thing to you, you take it to heart, and you don't really know how to react to it. And so I tried to do that. So after that experience, I realized that I really needed help. And so I started going to church again. And I started just trying to figure out, God died for me. Jesus died for me. And He loves me enough to do that. Why can't I love myself? So at the end of 9th grade, I was at a church service, and I was just super, super convicted. I had tears streaming down my face. I was raising my arms in worship, and it was just this beautiful moment. And I knew that God was my Savior and that I needed to accept Him into my heart. So the pastor asked if we wanted to be baptized, and so I looked at my mom and I was like, I need to do this. This is something I have to do. I can't keep on putting this off longer. I can't keep on lying to myself and thinking that I'm what's saving me. It's not me. And so I got baptized that day, and I was super, super excited, but then I needed to figure out what I needed to do to move forward and to not go back down the toxic path I was in. So I switched schools, I switched friends, I started going to Dawson, and it's really impacted me in a positive way. I've made so many more godly friends and people who accept me and who are willing to push me in positive ways instead of negative ways. And I've met godly people who will just, talk to me about God, people who aren't scared of it, and people who actually, will call me out on the things that I'm doing. And I just think that that's a really amazing thing, because, people are really scared to do that. And to have people in my life now who will say, Taylor, what you're doing's wrong. You need to, look back and walk in a Christian way is just really inspiring. My name is Taylor Janicek, and you can follow my example as I follow the example of Christ.